Hello, on my last video I was talking about how my HDMI imports went bad on my 55-inch Samsung TV. So I finally got my parts in today, and so we'll attempt to put the new one in there. So we'll see how that goes. I was going to show you one thing, this right here, where you plug in your antenna cable, sort of protrudes out to the side, and it's got me a little concerned about we'll have to disconnect undo the back and slide it to one side on. That's got me concerned a little bit, but outside that I can't see much of a problem with it. And so I've already broke loose all the screws to make sure they would break loose, and I got 16 of them. So let me get started doing these screws and we'll get back. The thing we got to do is take these 4 screws out of this base here so we can set it aside. And that's the way you do that. Started to do the rest of the 16 of the screws. So you got 4 down the side, each side, and you got 3 across the top, and you got 2 more down here at the bottom to get. And then there's one right there in the middle of that board. Can't forget about that when you do it, it's not going to come off. So I'm not going to bore you while you sit here and watch me turn screw heads. So I'll get back in just a second. There's 3 more screws right here where the base went. You think there's holes where the screws was in to hold the base on, but they're not. There are 3 more screws to hold us back on. So we'll take those out and see if we can get it off. Okay, we've got all the screws out now. Let's see if this back will come off. Oh yeah. Oh, that's nice. Come off real well. Look at the dust and dirt in there. Or don't look at the dust and dirt in there. But anyway, you can see right here, that's what they call the main board, and that's what we're going to be replacing. This looks like it's going to fit right in there without any trouble. They look identical. What do you think? We'll try it and see. Stand by. Disconnect these wires here. These wires have a little push on both sides of them. You push those in and pull it straight out like that. Just lay it aside. This one has the same thing. Push it in from the sides and pull it straight out. And this is a little ribbon here, and you take and they say not to use a screwdriver. You take your finger and pop it up like that, and this ribbon comes out, hopefully. Yes, and just lay outside. This one here, it comes straight out. And this one here has a little tab on top. You got to pull it back with your fingernail and pull it out like that. Now, next thing we've got to do, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 screws in here we've got to take out, and we'll be ready to put the new one in. Okay, this little bracket here is on the end where that screw in for your antenna wire is. It did give me a little bit of a problem, but you just have to figure out how to. It's just got a couple of little snaps on it, snaps off, and then this one just snaps right back into it. It just takes a second or two to figure it out, but it's no big deal. If that's the worst problem we have, we'll be doing good. Attempt to put the 4 screws back in there that holds the board back on, and that's a little bit of a challenge itself, figuring out exactly which holes the screws go back into. Because once the board's off, it really looks like everything just sort of goes together. And if you don't have one, you really need to get you a magnetized screwdriver to hold these screws, because it's about impossible to hold them in your fingers and put them back in there. Okay. Make sure I don't have a wire trapped under there anywhere. Tighten them up. You don't want to over tighten anything. You don't want it getting loose on you, but don't want to over tighten it. So now we're going to start putting these back in. That one snapped. That one snapped. That one snapped in place. Yeah, it's a lot easier when you put it in the right slot. That snapped into place. Last but not least, that one snapped into place. Well, now all we have to do is put the back on it, plug everything up and see if it works. So stand by. In this review on this 55-inch Samsung Curve TV, I forgot to mention how bad the speakers are. The speakers are really bad, and that's why you see how big that is. That's only about maybe 3 inches across and maybe 1.5 inches on the from side to side, and it's got 2 of them down there, and they're right at the bottom of the TV behind the screen. So that's why it's about impossible to hear anything. So if you go buy one of these, make sure you get you a sound bar to go with it, or surround sound or something. Old and then with the new. Now we've got all the screws back in, got the base back on. Only thing left to do is take it in there and plug it up and see if it works. And so far this job has went extremely easy. Sometimes that's a bad sign. Okay, it looks like so far so good. It's making me go through everything all over again, which I didn't really want to do. But anyway, it's scanning for channels now, and it's already verified my internet hookup, so we'll see what we do next. It's got about 65 channels on it. It says it's about 68% done. I think that's probably going to be about the only channels I get. 65, that's about it. Okay, yeah, that's what it wound up with. It wound up with 65 channels. We'll see what it wants us to do next here. Okay. Okay, that seems to be working good. That's my TV antenna source right there. That's working. So we'll go over to HDMI 1. And that one seems to be working good. We'll go over to HDMI 2. That one's working. Wonders never cease. And then we'll go to HDMI number 3. That one's working real good. And now we'll try HDMI number 4. Come on, number 4. You can do it, I know you can. Well, we might still have one that's not working. Before I had all 4 of them was out. And maybe I can do some checking back there and see if something's wrong with it. Stand by. Okay, it turns out that it wasn't the card on this thing after all on HDMI 4. It was my computer HDMI card in the back of my computer has gone bad, so now I gotta replace that. So it's always something to do. Might even make a video on that, see how that goes. But as you can see now, I got 3 out of the 4 has got something hooked into it, and they're all like number 4 there, it's working now. And number 3, I don't have anything hooked into that. That's where the computer's hooked in that, so it's not going to work. So I'll go on over to HDMI 2, and it works. And I'll go on over to TV, and it works. So the part that I fixed is working real good, and so that's the way you replace the main board in the Samsung 55-inch curved TV. I still hate and love this TV. I mean, it's got so many things that's aggravating about it, but then it's got a lot of stuff that you really like about it. So that's the way we do it around the house here. I'm glad I found out my computer was bad. Now I can fix that. So y'all have a good day and come back and see us real soon. I hope to have another video real soon. I hope you like my videos and watch them, and please give me a thumbs up. And y'all have a good day now. We'll talk to you as soon as we can. Goodbye.